Hi everyone, I'm Dee, the face behind my special life. So this vlog is going to be about getting details out of our kids. Anyone who has special needs kids, knows how hard it is to get details out of them. It's almost impossible some days, and it's so frustrating. How many times has your kid come home from school or camp and you get nothing out of them? When you ask how their day was, you get good, okay, or my personal favorite, I don't know. You get one-word answers to pretty much every single question you ask. How about when they're telling you about something and they leave out details? Sometimes those details are very important. Sometimes the story doesn't make sense without the important details. Sometimes a lack of details turns out to be funny as hell. Like the following conversation I had with my autistic son, Aiden. He recently turned 13 and is starting to realize that girls are not so gross. Now, I've changed the names in the story because I didn't ask them for permission to post this, so I changed the names. So here we go. So Aiden walks in the house at lunch and he goes, "Hey Mom, Jess kissed me today." Now I'm sitting there and of course I've got this stunned look on my face and I'm holding back my inner mummy bear who says, "Who is this girl? And do I need to kill her?" So calmly I was just like, "Oh really?" Cheeks or lip? And just casually, like it's an everyday thing, he's like, "Oh, on the lips." So I was like, "Oh, okay. Has she kissed you before?" He goes, "Yep, but it's been a while." I'm like, "Oh, do you like her?" He's like, "Oh yeah, she's awesome." I am so not ready for my boy to start dating yet. So I was like, "Okay, how old is she?" He said he didn't know. So I asked whose class she was in. He's like, "Oh, she's in Mr. Thobin's because she's his." I was like, "All right, that's kind of a weird way to put it. But, so, she's about the same age as you then." Slightly relieved that they're roughly the same age. Aiden goes, I'm like, "All right, this is kind of weird now." So Aiden was like, "Yeah, she kissed me a few times. So then I scratched her butt." You can imagine the look on my face. I was like, that's not exactly how it's supposed to work. Now, in my mind, I'm going over how I'm going to have a chat about him, about what's appropriate romantic gestures are. And now Aiden, he looked really, really confused. And he's like, "But Storm likes it." Now, Storm is Aiden's service dog in training. So I was like, wait a second. Is Jess a dog? And he's looking at me like I'm totally insane by this point. And he's like, yeah, she's a service dog." And he's looking at me like, "Duh, you should have known that." So I'm like, okay, you know what? You could have told me that bit of information first. So after that, I was like dying of laughter. I think it was like a good half an hour. And it's definitely a conversation I will not soon forget. Now, not every conversation is going to be that funny. Some are almost infuriating because getting details is like pulling teeth. A conversation that should be a minute long with normal kids turns out like 10 minutes of figuring stuff out. And eventually getting to details gets easier as they get older, hopefully. Aiden is actually opening up more and telling me more stuff now, which is kind of great. But after school, I'm still getting the, "Yeah, it was an okay day," or "It was so-so." So we're getting there, and eventually, hopefully, I will get more details out of him. And maybe one or two more funny as hell stories. I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.